Hey y'all, it's Coach K. And look, welcome to the Coach's Corner.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I am here. Uh, yeah, I'm here. Happy Saturday. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. It's showtime. And yeah, it's Saturday. How about that? We'll just notice I keep saying that. It's Saturday. Yeah, I'm here. Yeah. I wanted to be a little adventurous last night, so I took it upon myself to go out last night and do a movie, and I'm grateful that I did. But I can tell you, I can feel it this morning. Yeah, I definitely feel it this morning. But anyway, that's enough of that. So, how are you doing today? Are you all doing okay? Your Saturday off to a great start, doing okay? Hey, good morning. Good morning. Kisa, Coach K, welcome in on this Saturday as we continue on this morning with what we have going with talking about, my goodness, 30 days to change, 30 days to change, right? So um, I'm going to just go ahead and get started. No need to waste time on anything else this morning. We're going to get started. And if you see any of this, if you watch any of this from the beginning, you're going to see like, oh my goodness, what's going with her? With her, she is sleepy. That's what's going. That's what's going on with her. She is sleepy. That's what. But that's okay. I'm here and determined to keep going. I'm trying to change the background because for some reason it's wanting to give me a background color. So if I'm gonna give a background color, at least make it look neat. We're gonna leave it there, I guess, for now. I'll have to figure out why it's creating this background a little bit later. All right, look, what about the purple there? Maybe we'll leave it there since I have on a purple theme today. So anyway, welcome in to the Coach's Corner. I'm Kisa and I'm Coach K. Happy Saturday. I'm starting to think maybe I should have just pushed it back just a little bit for the weekend. Hey, oh, Nick and Stanley are here. Good morning to both of you. Let me tell you something. If you can, you all see how tired I am this morning, but that's okay. I'm here. Uh, I made a commitment to do it, and so I'm going to do it. Hey, Nick. Hey, Stanley. And I have to get up and go move my car. I came in a little later from the movies last night, so I parked somewhere. So I've got to get up and move that. So I've got to get up and move. So no excuses on this Saturday, regardless of how I feel, right? So anyway, good morning. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I've got my notes here, so let's get ready to go. All right. How are you? And so how are y'all doing this morning? Y'all doing okay? I told you how I'm doing, but are y'all doing okay? I certainly hope so. I may go treat myself just for getting up this morning and I may go to 7 Brew and treat myself just for being here and getting up. You know what I mean? So anyway, welcome this morning. I am Kisa. I am Coach K, and we are going on a journey, my friends. We are on a journey. 30 days to change. It has been, Nick Jim, you sleepy and hungry? Team sleepy and hungry this morning. Team sleepy and hungry on this Saturday, right? I'm with you, sister. I'm with you. So we are going on a journey this morning, my friends. And I want to just say for those of you, let me go ahead and say this, for those of you who have supported me, for those of you who have been on, it's Saturday and you all are here. From the depths of my heart, from the depths of my heart, I appreciate you. From the depths of my heart, I thank you for your support. It means more than you'll ever know. I believe that in my heart that God put this on my heart to do. I believe that God gave me this vision, and I just thank you. You can have a vision, but if people don't support you, oh, excuse me, if people don't support you, what do? It's nonsensical. You can't run with the vision. So for your support, I say sincerely and I say truly, thank you. Okay. All right. So I see Miss Annie Kennard on there as well. LaShawn Hunter Brown, Nick, I appreciate every one of you for being on here this morning. So we're going to go ahead and move and let's talk this morning, okay? So, we are in the Coach's Corner on a Saturday morning. We're going to talk about change, secrets of the shift. And y'all, if you didn't see yesterday, I would love for you to go back and watch yesterday. If you were in consideration of it, of changing, if you are in a career change, if you are thinking about starting your own business, because how you frame your words frames your world. I'll say that again. How you frame your words frame your world. And I'm just telling you, it was really a powerful time of having an upgrade. And I pulled some sound bites from yesterday saying that I'm your pocket PR coach, because how we speak about our situation determines how we feel about our situation. And when we feel good about our situation, we can move and make good decisions. Okay. So, how we speak can determine how we feel, and how we feel can determine the actions that we take in order to create success in our lives. And everything that I'm doing in sitting here is to help you. Good morning, sunshine. Everything that I'm doing sitting here is to give you tools and to give you information to make a good choice. If you have lost your job, it is not the end. If you have lost your job, it is not over. And we talked about this earlier. These have, these have been some good little nuggets for you. Your job ended. Your value didn't. I'll say it again. Your job ended. Your value didn't. It's time that you can contribute now in a different way. You still have value. You are still important. You still have contributions that you can make. It doesn't matter if the folks at that particular job no longer see your value. It doesn't matter if the people at that job no longer want the services that you offer. You say, thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate the time here. And I'm going to utilize and take every skill. This is what you're saying to yourself. I'm going to utilize and take every skill, every situation, every advantage that I was given as a result of working here at this company, and now apply it. Good morning, Nicole. Happy Saturday. I'm going to take that information. I'm going to take that skill set. I'm going to take that knowledge. I'm going to take those connections. Come on, somebody. I'm going to take whatever I have learned. I'm going to take whatever I have been taught, whatever skills apply, whatever money I've earned, whatever benefits I have received, and I'm going to now take it in strength and apply it in this next season. Come on, somebody. We're not going to hold our head down. We're not going to look down. We're not going to look to the side. We're not going to look to the other side. We're going to look straight on. We're going to square our shoulders back, because we recognize that God is with us. And if God be for us, who on this entire world and planet can be against us? If God brought you to it, he'll bring you through it. You understand? If that door has closed, that means another door has opened. Is there anything else that I need to tell you this morning? Is there any more encouragement that I need to give you this morning? I feel the Spirit of God working with me before I even tell you what the message is today. You've got your language upgrade. You've got your attitude upgrade. And all I'm doing now is just undergirding you and adding some more tips to show you how to move through this thing. I'm not talking about what I heard. I'm not talking about what I think. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about what I know. And I'm talking about what I've been through. I'm talking about what works. I'm talking about how God will help you. I'm talking about how God will favor you. I'm talking about how your words will frame your world. You're not a loser. You're an overcomer. That's what God says about you. He said, in fact, he said, not only you're an overcomer, he said, you're more than a conqueror. So anything that comes against you, you have the ability to overcome that and rise against that. So if you lost your job, I'm telling you, some of you are walking around even now. This is what's coming to me. Even after not working in a position and not having a job, and what happened, you're walking around right now feeling bad about it. Well, I did have this job. I did have so and so, but no, 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 no. No, 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 no. A job ended, and I'm going to call it a job. You didn't end. Your value didn't end. You may have had a business and it may not have gone the way you thought. Okay, that didn't work. Let's go on to something else. Let's move on to something else. I understand in my heart that I'm a coach. I understand that it may take you a little while. Maybe you gave up on your dream. I'm trying to encourage somebody today. Maybe you gave up on your dream before the time. Maybe you gave up on it. Maybe it wasn't quite right. Maybe the time wasn't right. Maybe you were just right there at the door before you were going to just explode. You understand? And if it and it, you have to ask the Lord about it, because this is your life, this is your business, this is your way, His will for your life. But did you give up too soon on it? Sometimes we can give up too soon. I've been there. I had to come back. That's why I'm on here coaching in this arena. Never done this before, but that's why I'm on here in this arena, because I believe in my heart that God is putting on my heart. You got to run it back again. You didn't do everything I told you to do. There were times it's gotten hard. There are times I walked away. I never changed my title, but I certainly changed my focus. Whoop. Let me say that again. Run that back. I didn't change my title. I've always been Coach K since 2020, but I did change my focus. You understand? So as a result of changing my focus, I got off. As a result of changing my focus, I stepped on away from the path. And as a result, God said, no, no, no. You asked me for an opportunity to run your business. Go and do it. You've had all the training you need. You've had all the information that you need. Now you just go and do. Don't buy not another course. Don't sit up under another coach. You go and do and put your hands to what you know to do. That's a word for somebody. That's a word for somebody. Well, I don't have the money to go get this train. You don't need the training. You just need to do what God put in your heart. You need to do that dream. You need to do that business. You need to do it. And as you do it, information, as you do it, strategy, as you do it, favor, as you do it, open doors will come as you do it. But you need to get back on the path. Some of you have this idea and you're sitting on it because you're afraid, or it didn't work before. And the Spirit of God is calling you out this morning. I don't know who you are, but the Spirit of God is calling you out this morning and saying, let's get up, let's get back, and let's go back to it. You don't have to make an announcement. I didn't make any announcement. I didn't make any announcement. I just got back up. I spent time with him at the beginning of the year in a fast, courtesy of my church, the Star Church. And after that 21-day fast, this is what God put in my heart. You run it back. He said, you come back. You've gotten off focus. You're trying to do some other stuff, but I'm going to need you to get back in line. If you're a coach, and this is what I'm going to need you to do. And I'm doing it. Because don't you know, sometimes God will give you strategy and we won't do it. I thought this has come up before, where he said, get down, sit down there and do this every day. Coach every day. Yeah, you can. What else you have to do? What else you need to do? I'm doing some other things now. I'm doing some other things. But what else do you need to do? Because whatever God calls you to do, he's going to give you the strength. He's going to give you the grace to do it. There's no way you would have been able to tell me that I would be on here every day to do this. It takes a grace. Went to the movies last night. Saw Crime 101. Good movie at the movie theater. Real good movie at the movie theater, y'all. Halle Berry is in that. Just wink, wink if you want to go do a movie night. Wonderful, wonderful movie. But got up, didn't go to bed until after 12. Got up a little bit after 5 and kept dozing. But I'm up. God has given me the grace. I have my setup. I can easily kind of get up and go. A sleepy, slight headache, but I'm still here because I care about you. God will help me with this. By the stripes of Jesus, I'm healed. But it's important for me to sit here and come talk to you. Why aren't you? What's your excuse for holding back on that bit? What's your excuse? I'll wait. What's your excuse? Why are you withholding what God has given you? God is specifically dealing with something and somebody this morning. I haven't even gotten to the tip yet. But see, I got time today. I got time. Come on off your gift, friend. Come on off your gift. We're calling you out. Come on. She said, KG, sometimes this reading in classes causes us to procrastinate. What do you mean? Sometimes this reading in classes causes us to procrastinate. KG, give me a little more information about that. What classes are you talking about when you said the reading class? Just help me. This reading in classes causes us to procrastinate. What do you mean by that? Help Kisa understand. Help me understand. Because, I'll laser coach in a minute. I will laser coach you right here, right on the spot in just in 1 second. It doesn't take me any second to just go there and start coaching right on the spot. And I'm back here tomorrow morning at 6:32 before I go to church. All right, I see one more comment, Nicole. Some of what looks like, and I'm having to watch here because the sun is beaming brightly today in my face. Let me see, y'all. Hold on, let me see. I'm trying to see how I'm looking. Okay, we're still good. It's just very bright in here, okay, which is a beautiful thing. We receive that sunshine, Lord, in Jesus' name. Some of what looks like demotion is simply training course to walking in God's assignment for our life. Come through, Nicole. Moses went from the palace to the desert, then back to the palace, not to stay, but to liberate God's people. That's good now. Some of what looks like demotion, that door has closed. So that door has closed. If I were still at my position, in my corporate position, I would not have the freedom, the time to do what I'm doing right now. I wouldn't have the time. There are other things that I want to do, but I'm holding back doing them because I understand that if I do those other things, I don't have the time to do. He, in fact, corrected me to let go of something else so I could have the time to do this. Ooh, the sunshine. Hey, okay, sunshine. All right, sunshine. Let me see if there's anything else I can do. Can I shift this a little bit? Ooh. I may have to get up and go close that window. But he sometimes leads us on a path that looks like demotion, and it's not demotion at all. It is simply to put us in a place to be able to minister and to be able to support his people. There are things strategically he told me to let go of so I could sit here to be able to talk to you all strategically. And so as a result, maybe I'm a little tired, but I understand I'm doing exactly what he told me to do so I could be in position to be able to do this. Okay, KG, I see you. When we say we need more training, we just need to do. I want to write grants and I just need to do it. Okay, that's right. Come on, because I'm about to laser coach you right now. Hold on 1 second. Let me let this down a little bit, y'all. It is bright, bright, bright. Okay. All righty. Excuse me, Puka. Okay, that's a little better. Not that I dislike the sunshine. I will have it open, but that's a little better. Okay, so let me say this, KG. I think that's really, really good because I'm getting ready to talk to you right here on the spot. In the arena that we're in, all you need to do chat. Let me put it back in the chat. Let me put it back in the chat. Alls you need to do, my love. I wrote it yesterday. Let's see if I still have it on here. I may have erased it. Oh no, here we go. That's what you need, KG. That's what you need. I struggle to use Chat GPT. There are others out there. There is. Let me help you out. Let me hide that and let me edit it because there are others that are out there that will literally help you write what you need. Literally. AI. Save. Here we go. Stop holding yourself back, dear. AI will help you. AI will help you. You can tweak. I'm a writer, but AI helped me organize this ability to sit here and teach with you so I can really plug and play. Use AI as like an assistant. It will give you what you need. You can go in and you can tweak. But I, again, using myself as an example, AI helped me be able to sit here. 3 resources right there. Chat GPT is one of the ones I recommend. I'm very familiar with it. Gemini, very familiar with it. I recommend that as well. One friend who is AI certified recommended Claude. I use those not to do grants though. I'll try that. Oh my gosh. Ask them. Good morning, Katrina. Good morning. Ask them how to create it for you. It'll create it for you. You go back and tweak it and put your personal stamp on it and personalize it. I'm telling you, I struggled with this. Okay, Katrina says Claude is amazing. Claude is amazing. So that's another resource. I know y'all, this is a little bit different. I know it is. I know it is. There's no way I would be able to sit here and do this if I had not used AI. I'm just being straight up with you. It doesn't negate my knowledge. Here's what AI does, and Katrina may be able to verify this. And good morning to you, Katrina. I see you. I see you. I see you. And you say, KG, I use those not to do grants though. I'll try that, ma'am. I'm telling you, to do courses, to do what I do, to do speeches. I don't in my flesh I may not like it, but it moves me faster. I went to speak to a group of high schoolers yesterday, and I had in my mind, man, I have this idea of how to do a speech. It was it will tweak it for you. Now you take it and you put your own personal spin on it, but it will give you the framework. And see, I'm a writer, I'm an editor. I'm a publisher. So that means I create words. That means I'm the one who can go back and look in and edit. I'm the one who can just create from scratch. But if I need to save time, yes, I needed to do this yesterday. I've had some other things I've been taking care of. I've been making sure to stay on top of my content. I've been making sure to stay updated with this. So all I need to do is come sit my tail in the chair and it's time to go. You understand? Tomorrow, my show is already ready. I can sit down and sit in this chair. It's time to go. This platform that I'm using, StreamYard, I did do simply Facebook, but this platform with AI, let me show you another thing that it does. Okay. There's AI within the StreamYard platform. This is hands down tops. My buddy Stan, my friend Stan on here, he said, why don't you use StreamYard? And I'm like, duh, why don't I use StreamYard? Because I don't just have to tell you, I can post these on the screen so you all can retain information. I can go and I can put these banners up and say, hold on one second. I'm talking about AI is absolutely amazing. You will go, so it helps me with this. This is something we'll talk about today. It helps me with this, with to be able to create those. It helps me with a flow of the show. I mean, AI is where it's at. I try to resist it, to be honest with you, but resistance is futile. Hey, Ronald. Ronald's from Montgomery. Resistance is futile. Is here. So if it's something that we can do, hey, Ronald Schufer, that's home folk right there. Home folk from Montgomery, You're welcome. You have a wonderful weekend too, Miss Annie. You have a wonderful weekend. Oh, so I just saw something on there. Just saw something. Here you go. If you train your model, it will start to sound like you and will write like you. Miss Katrina, because you are AI certified, I believe. So if so, Katrina is a person who's AI certified, and if you have questions, she may be the person that is wonderful to help you with that. And look, she's already given you your tip, KG. Try it for grants. It works. That's why I'm here. And I'm also a connector, a collaborator. I don't withhold. I don't gatekeep. I don't gatekeep information. My goal, and in doing so, I believe God will bless me. She said, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. She is AI certified. So there you go, KG. You can do that today. You can, when you get off of this, if you needed to jump off of this, you can do that today and have your first one done. It doesn't matter if it's 20 pages. AI doesn't compute like you and I. And we say, man, I got to come up with this 2 page. AI just does it. It's not emotional. It's already entered the information from thousands and millions of people who have already done this before. Okay. So it's a done deal. My next paper, my next presentation, already done. My next program, already done. My next 30 days, it's already done sitting here. Now I put the mayonnaise and the mustard on it, but it gives me the basic shape of the hamburger, okay? Now I add the little seasonings and the flavor and all of that. Wow, we've got a class on AI. Now, Katrina, I have one question for you with AI. You said you train your model. Do you have to, with AI, do you have to purchase a plan? Because I use Chat GPT all the time. So I think Chat knows me, but I have not purchased a plan or done anything special to personalize it other than just work with it or request that it does some things for me. So when you say that it will talk like you and all of that, is that contingent on you purchasing something or what? And I asked that saying this. We're talking about AI, y'all. Maybe this is the lesson today. Maybe this is the lesson today. We're going to use this as the lesson today. I'm going to shift right in the middle. Learn AI. Learn the power of AI in your business. So you say yes, please do. So this is our lesson today. So when you say learn, please do, you're saying buy a plan instead of just doing general. I just go in as a general rule and just type in what I need. It gives me what I need. But you're saying invest in a plan. So this is the lesson today. Had something completely different. In your workspace, if you need to remember, we talked about earlier, you define what you need right now and where you're going, whether you are getting ready to, you want to just stay in your current job but maybe expand your skill set or learn more in your current job, or whether you want to move to a new position, or whether you want to move entirely in a new arena in business. Yes, Chat GPT has a model for $20. Yes, please do. She says it's being beneficial. Learn AI. That's the message today. Shout out to Katrina, AI certified. If you want to learn more about it, I'm going to shout her out and point you to her. Katrina, what do you do and how do you do with helping people? She says $20 a month is good enough. Miss Katrina, you're gonna get me into yet another bill with all the resources that I have. But listen, at this point, y'all, Chat GPT has paid for itself, and I hadn't paid a dime. It'll help you with speeches. It'll help you with what you need. Okay. And then she says there are so many tools. Come on, we're learning AI. We're learning. Me as a coach, I'm learning. I'm willing to learn. She says there are so many tools. You will go down a rabbit hole. Stick to a select few and learn them. It's just lesson them, learn them. Okay. Said you'll go down a rabbit hole. Nicole, I think buying plans don't limit how much you can use the AI tool. The free versions will have you take a break before using the tool more. That is exactly correct. That is exactly correct. The free versions will put you on pause. In fact, I jokingly created a post one day with AI. Y'all, for those of you who are coming in or just joining us or kind of in and out, we are learning the power of AI in our job search, or as we continue to stretch out and learn our jobs, or as we pivot all together and go to a new business. Because remember, part of what we talked about earlier and on another day and on a previous day is you have to define the track in which you are going, whether you're going to stay in your job and just learn more skills, whether you're going to go to another job, get a promotion, whether you're going to pivot altogether and go to a business, or whether you're going to go to a new industry. AI is a tool that can help you. That's the message today. As they say on social media, that's the post. That's the post. Learn AI. Nick, you're absolutely right. Buying plans will give you unlimited information. Whereas if you do the free version, if you keep on asking, I jokingly said one day, I was saying this, that I was asking Chat GPT something, and Chat GPT told me, You're asking for too much. You're doing too much. And I'm paraphrasing, but that's how it said it. You're asking for too much. You're doing too much. You come back in an hour. You come back later today. You come back later tonight. You're asking for too much. I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, so you're supposed to be non-emotional. I'm thinking you're supposed to be non-emotional. How you gonna go off on me? How you gonna tell me that I'm asking for too much? But that free version, like it knows, like when you hit a certain amount, y'all, I use it for so much. Am I right? I was a freelance writer. I don't do it as much for the Birmingham Times, but I still work with them. They are still my people and will forever be my people there and ingrained in my heart. And so, yeah, there are tools that you can use as a writer even there. Y'all, I know we don't want to, and here's the two-edged sword on it now. Now, I'm a coach, so I have to coach you holistically, and I'm a spiritual coach at that. It is getting information from us, just as we are getting information from it. Sure, it's getting information from us. Let's just say that it is, but you still need to learn it. You still, at this point, maybe resistance is futile. As long as you're legal and doing what you're supposed to do, I don't know that I see the issue. But yes, for sure, it's getting information from us. All these apps and different things. I have to issue that as a caution. All these apps, all these tools that we're using, social media, they can track us. They know where we are. You know how we search on our phones. Our phones, the same thing with our phones. It's giving us information, and we're giving them information. So while chat is giving us information, we're giving it information as well. So we always have to say that. I always have to give you both sides of the coin. Just make sure you keep that in mind as you utilize these tools. But with our cell phones, with the internet, I'm not so sure that that's not a mute point. You know, Eric Benet was talking about the fact that, TikTok is they're spying on us. Meta, Facebook is doing the same thing. All these platforms are utilizing our information. Google is doing the same thing. That's why when you're on Google, it can recommend, if you searched for a phone, you'll start seeing ads which promote phone carriers, people who are paying for ads online. It starts pushing their information out, and you're like, we just kind of turn our heads. But the big brother that they talked about back in the day, and as far as what they would say biblically, well, big brother is things like this phone. This is on Facebook. This is Meta. So we're inputting our information. We're showing where we are. Don't you know if that information is going somewhere to the cloud and being stored up for a file on you? There's a file on all of us, because the world of the metaverse and the world of computers is unlimited. It's unlimited. All right, let me pull up some of these and we're going to close, because this is the lesson today, y'all. I can't even go into my lesson that I was talking about. I can't even go away from this, because I believe that this is something that's helped somebody today. That's why I love when you ask me questions. I love when you put your issues out there or give us the information. This is how we grow. We learn. Each one teach one. You all have a wisdom that can help Kisa as well. Let's see. I think, did we pull this up? Okay, that's right. It doesn't limit the free version. Okay. Nick also said use AI tool. What Gemini did for me, trying to find an email thread and create a holiday contact mailing list with the right prompt. I have my contact list created and in an Excel spreadsheet in less than 10 minutes. I simply had to format it to how I desired. Exactly. Holiday contact mailing list with the right prompt. And you can do some research on the right prompts and different things like that. But y'all, this is literally helping us. It changes the game. When you purchase a plan, you're able to customize your model and restrict it from training outside of you with your information, restricted from training outside of you with your information. I think that's great, Katrina. Now, do I trust it to be restricted? I don't know about that. Maybe it's because I have some trust issues, but do I trust it to remain restricted? I don't know. I don't know. But I hear you, though. I am not discounting what you're saying. You're saying that there is a tool for us to be able to do that. So, gosh, you got me thinking, Katrina. I wasn't even, so you come on here. This is what I love though about the whole thing. I wasn't even thinking to buy that model. Every time I would see it, Katrina, I swipe left, y'all. Every time I see buy, I'm like, no, I'm not buying anything, adding another tool. But I'm certainly going to see if that's something that's in my budget in the future. I think it certainly can take my coaching to the next level. All of the top coaches use it. They're not sitting up coming with all these things in their head, right? No, they're using it, and it's a speed factor. It helps you move faster when you use AI. Learn AI. I gave you the three models that you can try. There are certainly some others that are out there, but the three musketeers that you can certainly learn. What did I do with it? What did I do with it? Here we go. Chat GPT, Gemini, Claude. Do some research. Because here's the deal, what you'll notice too is mainly every platform that you're going to use has an AI component. Here on StreamYard, there's an AI component. Like I will be able to, as soon as I end this show, I will be able to go, it will curate for me. Thanks to AI, I don't do anything but hit a button. Thanks to AI, it will curate, it will create some sound bites for me. And it will also tell me these sound bites have the potential to be highly viral. That's what this does. I just hit a button. I remember doing this with StreamYard where I had to edit. I remember doing this with StreamYard where I had to edit. I had to edit those sound bites. I had to go through the show and stop and edit. It made it easy enough, but I had to spend time doing that. Now I don't have to do it. It pulls some. It'll pull me 3 sound bites from the show, video sound bites from this show. And it will say, is this to your liking? That's AI. And if I don't like it, it'll go back and pull me 3 more. If I don't like it, it'll pull me 3 more and then tell me which ones have the potential to really go viral. That's AI. We can't get away from it. So what does it do? It helps me as far as a content creator. It helps me to be able to move faster, to have a presence, to be able to share for those who missed the party and weren't quite able to get up at 6:30 like us this morning, which I get it, because if I could have slept in, Lord Jesus. So nap is on the way today. A nap is on the way. Here you are. You all are talking. Let's see. Okay, holiday prompt. When you purchase, it will restrict from outside your training model. Good info, good intel. With the paid version, you can customize it. You can specifically tell it what you want it to call you. Kisa, it will help you tremendously bring that you have been a speaker and being that you have been a speaker and a journalist. Ooh, Katrina is so that means I got to invest in AI, Katrina. I know people have Claude out there. I know people have Gemini. And funny, if for those of you who believe in quote unquote signs, so I am a Gemini. I have just had so much success with Chat GPT. Katrina, this is my last question for you today, for all of us here. Is there one specifically with what I do? I have had immense success with Chat GPT. Is there anyone that you would recommend over the other? That's my last question for us, because I do realize this is something that you are paid to do. It's my last question. Is there anyone that you would recommend over? Like I said, I have had tremendous success with Chat GPT. We get each other, we understand each other. But of those 3, is there anyone that you would recommend? And maybe not. Maybe it just kind of depends on user experience, If you're able to answer, I do recognize you may have some other things going this morning. Now, this has been really awesome to kind of be here this morning and kind of stretch this out and hang with you all. If you would like to talk a little bit more, I'm happy to do some laser coaching and things like that. All you have to do is send me a message. That's all you have to do. Send me a message. All right, here we go. It's so worth it. Chat GPT will work for you based on how you train it. I love Chat GPT and Claude. Okay, my other buddy recommended. She's also AI certified, and she was the one that recommended Claude as well. I mean, this thing goes kind of deep, y'all. Hey, good morning, sweetheart. Good morning. One of my sorors on this morning. This thing kind of goes deep, y'all. She was telling me about opus clips and different things like that for content creators. It is deep. And I'm going to issue a caution. I'm always going to say when you're dealing with AI, let's be careful. I'm always going to say that. I'm always going to say, it is AI and it is new technology. So I want to make sure that you do learn, but I also want us to understand that it's here. It's here. It's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. So either we're going to learn it, either we're going to work with it, or in some cases we might be, I don't want to say left behind. I don't want to say that. That's kind of cruel and whatever. But I think that it certainly will help you in business, even in your personal life. And let me tell you how serious it is. Let me tell you how serious it is. I said this earlier. Some of you may not have caught this though. Listen, I got on there. Yeah, it has lots of tools, doesn't it? Okay. Learn AI. Good morning, Joanne. Good morning. Good morning. I was on there and I even asked Chat. This is funny, but then again, not really. Chat was having a whole discussion with me. I'm gonna tell you something else as I and we're gonna wrap up with this. AI, listen. AI is going at the speed of AI. It's unlimited. Y'all, I'm having a discussion the other day with Chat. Chat is talking to me about what type of husband that I'm going to need. I can't make this up. Chat's telling me you're going to need the type of husband who does so and so. You're going to need the type of husband who does so and so as a life coach because I've put some information in there. So Chat knows me a little bit. You're going to need the type of husband who is not going to be afraid to support you. As an empath, you don't need a person who is going to take from you. The thing that you're going to have to, this is Chat typing it out. This is Chat talking to me. Because of you being an empath and because of you being a coach and because of you being a helper, you're going to have to be very cautious about gentlemen who want to take from you. A lot of times those gentlemen are going to be attracted to you like that. So you're going to have to make sure that you look for a person who pours into you. This is from Chat. I wish I could find the whole thing and show you exactly what it told me. It went through a whole list of qualities that Keisha Sharp needs in a husband and the accuracy of it. The accuracy. And I got caught up, y'all. I got caught up. I'm like, this thing is talking to me. Okay, well, what do you think about that? Why do you think? Okay, I've been through what? Oh, yeah, well, that's another part of your personality that you're going to have to make sure that you're aware of and that you're going to be careful of, all right? I'm thinking to myself, where have I been? Oh, baby, Chad is bossy now. Oh, baby, Chad is bossy. Oh, Chad, oh, yeah, Chad is a boss. Listen, Chat told me you're asking too many questions. Listen, you're gonna have to come back on here at 11 to. It said, "Hey, slow down. You're asking too many questions." And I'm like, "Is this AI or is this a person on the other end?" I mean, this doesn't make sense. I'm serious, Nick. It's serious. It's serious, Nick. Yeah, chat was basically saying empaths need an empath. Empaths do not need a narcissist, but Chad also said, without saying it, Chad also said, and I know this to be true as a coach because you get over into that narcissism arena, baby, we can talk. I can talk to you about that. Chad also said that narcissist, which is beyond true, because why? Because people have been feeding it information, is searching the web for information and compiling all the information and putting it into a wonderful format. I don't know how it does it, but it does. But we also understand, and Chad told me this too, narcissists, people who are controlling and takers are attracted to empaths. So you have to be really careful about that. Oh, Nicole, the only scary part about Chat's spouse mate suggestions is they seem unachievable. Sounds like the male version of the Proverbs 31 woman. Okay, you know what? It didn't really say that. I will say what they gave me, it seemed very much achievable. It just literally, it didn't say that that's me and Nick saying it needs to be an empath. But it did not say that. It just said, make sure you're looking for a spouse. We're talking about learning AI. We're talking about learning AI. Let me put the banner back on the screen. We're talking about learning AI. And it just simply said, you're going to have to be careful about a spouse who wants to receive all the help. Just make sure that you have someone. And I like even the way it phrased it. Make sure that you are connected to someone who understands the importance of pouring back into you. One of the most important things that I want in a spouse is a gentleman who is godly. And so who will, and Chat was accurate. Chat said, you're going to need a spouse who is going to think to go and pray and listen to what God says before he comes to you. You're going to need a spouse who is very comfortable with a spiritual life. I mean, I'm paraphrasing what it said, but the accuracy of it and how they worded it, I would say it was spot on. And guess what? There are men out there who are empaths. I don't think it's unachievable. Maybe you do, but I don't think it's unachievable. I think that there are women who are married to men out there and they are just as empathetic and kind as kind can be. And those women know it and they're holding on to their men. They're holding on to their men. I missed some things when I was younger. I can honestly say it. I missed this guy who was just probably several guys who were just in love with me, who I just didn't recognize it. I didn't recognize what it looked like. So the thing that I've asked the Lord is, Lord, help me to recognize it. Help me to see it and not fake love. And there are things, there are markers that I'm looking for. And ladies, I don't go and tell gentlemen what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a guy who does this, who does that. Because guys are very smart. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. They're going to do this. If he asks me, well, what are you looking for? I'll know it when I see it. Well, I'll know it when I see it. Because I'm very specific about what I want. And I don't put it out there like that. You know, I don't put it out there like that. Yes, Katrina, it will definitely tell you about yourself. Definitely. Definitely. So you have a whole conversation. I'm going to tell you all something else. What I mean is those men don't exist or are very few. Perhaps I'll ask, what are some shortcomings that I can accept from a spouse mate? Yes. Yes. Let's test Chat. You ask about shortcomings and I'll ask. Let's see if they are different responses or similar. All right. Let's have a little chat, not competition, but yeah, let's do it. Let's see. What I mean is men don't exist. I can accept. What are some shortcomings? You ask about the shortcomings and I'll ask. Let's see if they are different responses or similar. That would be good to see if it kind of, you know what I mean, just kind of gives blanket responses, you know, and the prompt would be based on what you know about me and my personality. Chat, what type of shortcomings do you believe I can accept in a mate? I'll just tell you as I'm saying that may be a little much for it to handle. I mean, because it's AI. So the premise of AI, why AI is so successful is AI, we assume, is all knowing. And we already know God is the only one who is all knowing. I'm not even going to put parentheses. God's the only one who's all knowing. So Chat is literally just taking a stab in the whatever, and it can compile some information and give you general information. But we have to test that out. You like that prompt, Nick? Based on what? And ladies, that's something that you could do as well. Based on what you know about me, Chat. You don't have to say Chat, but based on what you know about me, what are the shortcomings what type of spouse would be a good match for me? And then, based on what you know about me, this is the prompt that you're typing. What are some of the shortcomings that I could accept? Here's the beautiful thing about Chat and how it's the accuracy of it, because it's going to ask you the questions. I'm going to need a little more information. So tell me a little bit about this. That's what it's going to do. It's going to gather information about you. And I know that this thing works, y'all. Yes, you must do your due diligence to check behind the output. Sure. And you don't invest everything in it. You understand God is the only one who's all knowing. But did it help me that day to kind of reframe and think through some things? It really helped me that day. It really helped me that day to just be able to sit there and think, wow, you feel like you have kind of like this pocket coach, like this thing really understands, man. I'm here on my phone. I'm like, this thing really, this is really kind of cool. I know it's not a person, but you understand. That's why I always encourage you all to journal, because the journal absorbs your anger. It absorbs your pain, and it does not judge you. Chat doesn't judge you. Chat does not judge you. Again, you have to make your decision. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, Katrina. You have to make your decision about whether or not you want to invest in AI, whether or not AI is the right tool for you. But I'm saying, though these are tools that are non-judgmental, and to some degree, sometimes we need to talk through things. That's why I always encourage you to journal. That's why we went through uh, journal to change. 10 days journal to change immediately before we started this. That's why we did that. The journal does not judge you. The journal absorbs. It's like a sponge. It absorbs your frustration. It absorbs the pain. It absorbs your feelings. It absorbs your thoughts. And therefore, once you get that out of you, you are able to go on and to receive. You're able to move forward. You're able to think clearly. You're able to release some of the pain and the anger. I'm going through now. I will not mention the app that I'm using, but rather than I'm working through some things now, and I'm using an app for it because what they're doing now, y'all, they're giving us coaching in apps. They're giving us coaching in apps because of AI. So it may not be feasible for all of us to jump on and deal with a person. We may have issues with a person's personality. Have you ever I hire coaches and all that kind of stuff because I'm a coach, right? And you've talked to people, I've hired counselors, work with counselors, and let's just be honest. Sometimes people's personality is trash. Sometimes their personality is trash, y'all. And so, and as a result, it can discourage you in your journey. It can discourage you in your journey. Their personalities are trash. And so you're just like, I've done that before, dealt with counselors or whatever. And you're just like, did I waste my money for this? Did I waste my time for this? The beautiful thing about these apps is it'll listen to your questions and doesn't judge you and will cheer you on because it's doing so non-emotionally. I'm working with an app now. If you want to know about it, that I won't say it on here because I'm still kind of working through with it, but it's economically reasonable and I'm working through it because it just makes sense. I don't have to go to a person. I can do this at my own time frame. Okay. I'm going to throw this out here, and this might sound crazy to some, but do you think AI can be a tool of the enemy? Yeah, it possibly could. Sure. Hear my balance on it. My balance is it has all this great information. My other balance is that information is going somewhere. So you have to be prayerful of it. The thing that I'm saying is it's here. You have to make your decision about whether you use it, how you use it. But absolutely, it can be a tool of the enemy. There's certainly some good, but it's almost like social media. There's some good in social media. But also, I think social media has created some things where relationships have been challenged. Too much information has gone out in some instances. So with anything that comes out that's new, it can be used as a tool for good and it can be used as a tool for bad. The same thing is for money. The money can be used for good. Money, cash, it can be used for good or it can be used for negative. What are you investing in? Are you investing it in helping people, investing it in God's kingdom? Are you investing it in things that harm you or harm people? What are you doing with it? Information that you know about somebody, information that God gives you. Are you going to use it for good? Or are you going to use it for the movie that I saw last night, Crime 101? Are you going to use your information for good? Or are you going to use it to hurt people? Or are you going to use your information to abide by the law? Or are you going to use your information to try to avoid or skirt over the law? Anything that we have, that's my only caution with that. Anything we have, it can be used for good or not so much. What do you mean when you say create my own, Katrina? What do you mean when you say create my own? I saw that. I wanted you to know. I want to know what you mean by that. What do you mean when you say create my own? Create my own, not an app? Is that because that would be great to be able to work with people, create my own app. You've intrigued me now because I'm thinking as a coach, I think I could reach so many more people through through that form as opposed to trying to individually one-on-one meet with people. Think of AI Like we went from dial up internet to high speed or all these upgraded cell phones. All of this was AI. Boom, boom. Wow. Create my own coaching tool. So I've come on here. I have come on here, an app or GPT. And this young lady, shout out to Katrina. So while I'm challenging you all, this young lady has challenged me this morning and has given me a tool. You see how I'm looking, don't you? You see how I'm looking, don't you, Katrina? Because that's next level. And see, I would do that. And listen, Nick, I don't want to not negate which I don't want to overlook what you're saying. Yeah, it does collect a lot of our personal information. But this may surprise you, Katrina. If you own a phone, if you've searched that internet, your information is already out there. All of our information is already out there. Yeah, it's already out there. I came to teach you all, and now I've become the student today. You darn tootin'. You darn tootin'. The little devil and little angel on our shoulders is real. We are the balance for weighing good and evil, right and wrong, God or flesh. Absolute. And that's with everything, isn't it, Nicole? People can be a minister and have a gift. I have a gift of what's the word? I can genuinely sense some things. I can use that gift. I have a gift of promptings. I was about to say something else, but anyway, I just have a gift. I'm very intuitive, very discerning. I can use that for good. I can use it for not so good. Everything that we have in our hands is a choice of how we use it. The same goes with AI. Nick, I came on here to teach y'all, and this young lady has taught me. Woo. Do y'all see how I'm acting right now? I'm stunned because I came on here trying to teach you all, and I did. And Miss Katrina has come on here and just put me in a place of thinking today. I just want to what this has been amazing to me. I mean, it's just been amazing to me. People are creating Christian based products based on AI. I'm gonna look this up. You know I'm gonna go search chat. You know I'm gonna go search chat, don't you? And ask chat. Thank you. We certainly say thank you, Katrina. She is the person that you contact. She's come on here and she has given us information. I certainly believe in being a blessing to those who are a blessing to us. I mean, she's got me stomped a little bit. Can you all tell? Not stomped, stumped in a good way. Like, man, the wheels are turning. The wheels are turning. You all have any more questions before I get ready to go? Thank you, Katrina. I don't think you know how much of a blessing. I'm telling you, I don't think you know. Because you have been a blessing. Have at it, okay? I'm gonna research it and see what I come up with. I may have to hire you, Katrina. May have to let you oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, have Katrina says have at it. Hold on. Hold on, let me go back to that. I asked Chad about a suitable spouse. Oh boy. Get ready, KG. And I tell you what, KG, let me tell you what. Now we're using it for everything else. This just came to me. Since chat, okay, this just came to me right now. I'm being funny, I'm being snarky, but I'm really um serious. Why don't you ask chat where to find your spouse? Why don't we ask chat, is there anything hindering me from meeting my spouse, chat? I'm being so serious. So, since chat wants to be so smart, we're gonna put it to the test and see. Is there anything hindering me? What could be hindering me from meeting my spouse, chat? What would I need to work on? What did you say? Oh, you said KG, get ready. Whoa, KG said, whoa. and then Katrina's talking. KG said, Katrina says, KG, woo, get ready. Ask chat What type of spouse is suitable for me? What type of spouse do I need? Chat is gonna talk to you. Chat gonna listen to you. Chat gonna say, tell me a little bit more about you. Tell me a little bit more about what you want. It's gonna ask you that. If you don't want to talk, you can. I use this phone, this feature on here where I talk into it instead of typing my message now and taking all year. I use the microphone and I let it type it out for me. Use that feature and talk to chat. Chat's gonna analyze that information in like 5 seconds. With like 5 seconds. And have it, maybe not five. It'll take a little longer than that. See, now we all need to go have coffee and tea, get a bite to eat, and talk about a bite to eat to talk about this morning in AI. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do, Nick. I'm down. I'm down. I'm down. I'm with it. We can do breakfast one morning, or we can do a virtual meetup. We can do a virtual meetup and have our breakfast in house, or we can meet up. Y'all let me know if you want to link up in the Birmingham area. So listen again, y'all. What are we doing? Dictate is a time saver. LOL. Yeah, that is absolutely a time saver. Katrina, what I was saying is, I take, like if I like, okay, for instance, I'm typing in a message right now. I'm getting ready to type in a message. Okay, rather than type in a message, I'm showing you all. Okay, it says write a comment right here at the edge of my phone. It has a microphone, so now I no longer have to type it. And you're seeing a little bit of a delay, I understand, on my phone as opposed to my computer. So I no longer have to type it. I can press this, and this is what I'm about to do. This is a test. Hold on. So rather than me typing it, here's the keyboard. I can just verbalize it on my phone. It still says, this is a test. I am speaking instead of typing this out. So I don't have to do all this typing with my hands. And I just allowed this message to be posted here live this morning simply as a test, because I am learning that it is easier for me to use the microphone instead of spending all that time using my hands to type. In test. So I just posted that comment. She says dictate is a time saver, giving you some tools as well. That's just what I verbalize. Does that make sense, y'all? Instead of me having to type it with my hands, I verbalize that. I verbalize that and hit the microphone in the comment section right here. Oh Lord, what did I do? So instead of writing a comment, I hit the comment section and use the microphone. I'm using the microphone, so I do not have to type my message here. Okay. And then once I'm done, this is a Moto G. This is an Android. When I'm done, I hit the microphone again. Okay, it stops listening. And then the next thing that I do, I send the message on. So that's another message that I have typed, but I verbalized it in my phone. So you all have that tool. It's been a game changer. Some of you probably already know that, but that's just been a game changer for me. If your computer has that as well, chat has that, so you don't have to type. You can talk to it in the prompt. You don't have to. Let me see. Chat GPT ought to be on repeat. Let me show you. This is a beautiful thing about StreamYard, because with StreamYard, all I have to do, it allows me to present, to share, and all of that great stuff. Okay, here's Chat GPT. Share screen. Okay, I'm here on with Chat GPT. And do you see okay, right here, you've got the microphone. You have the microphone, so you don't have to, and Google has this as well. So this is a time saver for you all. That's all. That's the only reason I was showing that to you. It's a time saver. Yay for Androids. Love them. Team Android. We're gonna start the folks on the iPhone path though. If you don't know what to say, just do a brain dump with the dictation. Okay, that's good. That's good. If you don't know what to say, just do a brain dump with the dictation. Boy, this has been powerful. This has been powerful. And I'm glad I didn't try to stick to my lesson today. I'll just shift that. That's great because that gives me content for other days. So, moral of the story, friends, we've spent a lot of time, but I have the time to stretch it out today and to be a blessing. Get on the iPhone team, Katrina. I used to be team iPhone when it first came out, and if I should have had stock in it with as many people as I pointed toward the iPhone. I should have had some stock in it. Get on the iPhone team. We celebrate you whether you're team iPhone or whether you are team Android. All right, but this has been powerful, and like I said, I'm so thankful to the Spirit of God for helping me to just kind of pay attention and do this, and help me listen. So helpful, so helpful. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I have got to go walk this doggy. She has been patient, even though we went out late last night. About what time did I get in? I guess we went out about 10:45, almost 11. But it's still time to walk her again this morning. All right, Pookapoo. She's right here at my feet. I love y'all. I just some days you come on here and you're just like I'm willing to give, and you all have really just blessed me today. But remember, ladies, we're going to get on here and we're going to test what chat knows, and we're going to have a report on this. We're going to have to report out. Now I will be back on here tomorrow morning at 6:30. So, and then I'll be back here Monday. I'm on every day until March 20th. I'm the first of spring. I'm here. So I will be on. I have not been released not to come on every day. But thank you, everybody. Have a great day, okay? Thank you, Katrina. Have a great day. Have a great day. Have a great day, Nick. I'll see y'all later, okay? But I'll be back and we're going to report back. See you, Nicole. I'll see you, KG. I'll be back here at 6:30 if you can make it. If not, I understand. Just watch us with the replay. Oh, love you, sweetheart. Love you, sweetheart. My sister friend, all the way, even though she left Birmingham, but that's okay. The internet still connects us. Mwah. And Nicole, Nick, we got to do that prompt in which we ask Chat GPT, what can we tolerate since it knows so much? What can we tolerate, or what can we tolerate in relationships based on what you know about me, chat? I'll see y'all later, okay? Bye. See y'all later. Great show today. Great show today because of you all. Great show.